Okay, so I'm just making our dinner, and today we are having spare ribs, or rather we're having pork ribs, and I was going to make our homemade spare ribs, but we haven't got any tin tomatoes, and I could have used tomato paste, but it just wouldn't have tasted right. So what I'm doing today is I'm making a Filipino dish called adobo, and I'm gonna adobo the pork ribs. This is what we've got, and as you can see we've got 2 trays, namely because this is my way of having to cook tonight and we can have leftovers tomorrow. And being Filipino, there's no way I can have adobo without proper rice. And because Mr. Jude doesn't want the carbs, he did buy this cauliflower, and I was supposed to make cauliflower rice with it, but now that we're having a different dish, I'm going to roast this instead. Okay, for this recipe you'll need 1 medium onion. This is actually 2 little ones, but that's what came in the bag. We've got 3 cloves of garlic, namely because I like flavour in my food. And this is about 1 inch or so of ginger. Crush the garlic and ginger and slice the onion. Bring a large pan onto medium heat, and once hot enough, brown the meat in the pan. Once the meat is browned, add in the onion, garlic and ginger to the pan. And I know most people would brown the spices first, but this is how I do it. Keep stirring until the onion and spices are soft, and then add the water and bring to the boil. Once boiling, turn the heat down to simmer the meat. Cover and simmer for 10 minutes and then add the vinegar. And I'm sure that some Filipinos will say this isn't the way to do it. But again, this is how I make it. But please feel free to share your recipes. Bring back to the boil and then turn heat down and simmer for the cooking time. I tend to keep the dish on simmer for about an hour so that the meat softens and comes off the bones easily when you eat it. You stir the pot every 15 minutes or so to get the meat cooking evenly and to make sure that the bottom of the pan is not burning. If the sauce is getting cooked off too much and there's very little of it left, add some more water, and how much water you add really depends on how much sauce or gravy you like your dish to have. So towards the end of cooking time, add the oyster sauce and season with salt or more soy sauce if you think it needs it. Okay, so I've given them a wash and I've taken the leaves off, and I hate waste, and I think there's lots of vitamins in the leaves, so I'm going to keep them and I'm going to put them in the pan. So all I'm going to do is basically do roast cauliflower steaks, if they stay together, that is. And I might just do these 2. You can see it's quite thick, and because I'm having rice, I'm going to leave the bigger version for Mr. G. So actually I'm going to change that, and I'll put the leaves at the bottom so they don't burn so much. Alrighty. What I'm also going to do is add asparagus into the mix, namely because we've had this for a few days and they really need to be cooked. And the reason we've had them for a few days is because we have asparagus quite a lot, and I got a bit fed up with the taste, which is why I didn't really want to eat them. So I'm going to keep this really simple and just drizzle some olive oil season with salt and pepper. And the reason I'm keeping it quite simple is because the pork ribs will have soy sauce and ginger and garlic and what have you in it, and that's why I prefer the rice as well, because it absorbs all the juices from the adobo. So I'm going to keep it at that, nice and simple, so when we have all the dish put together there isn't an overpowering of lots and lots of different flavors. Yummy. You weren't supposed to have any rice.
I was just going to have a small amount, which is what I've got, a small amount.
Might as well take some of that rice off with all the veggies. Take that bit off.
Oh, you'll eat it, you know what you're like.
Hey!
You're a rice fiend, isn't it?
No, I know, but not after with all the meat as well. Yeah. It's quite a lot.
Do you want me to take some out and put it back in the pan?
Yeah, just sort of a quarter of.
Do you know how many of these there are in here?
Nope.
Not today and tomorrow, isn't it?
Yeah. So thank you for watching, and remember to subscribe and come back for my next video.
More bit each, and then the rest